DSLR cameras are a staple of professionals and hobbyists alike, looking for the best photos and videos possible. But in a quick-moving market, which camera is going to be the best for you? Well, I've got you covered. In this video, we break down the top 5 DSLR cameras on the market this year based on performance and situations they'll be used in. So whether you're looking for the best DSLR for photography, video, or anything in between, I'll have the perfect option for you. So if you're interested in finding out which DSLR camera will be best for you, stay tuned. All the links to find the best prices on all the products mentioned in this video will be in the description below. The products mentioned in this video are in no exact order, so be sure to stay tuned till the end so you don't miss anything. First up, the Canon EOS 90D, our pick for best DSLR camera for most people. The Canon EOS 90D is the perfect middle ground camera for the average user. It brings professional level quality, fast shutter speeds, great photos and video, all at a reasonable price point considering what you're getting. The 32.5 megapixel CMOS sensor's light capturing design helps deliver clear, high-resolution images, and you'll enjoy fast continuous shooting and autofocus so you'll never miss a shot. The dual-pixel CMOS autofocus provides fast and accurate autofocus, and eye detection AF even detects and focuses on your subject's eye for natural, expressive portraits and movies. The front and rear control layout places the mode dial and power switch at the left side of the top plate. The hot shoe is at the center, along with the pop-up flash, with the bulk of shooting controls on the right side. For capturing video, you have the option to shoot in either 4K at 30 FPS or in 1080p at up to 120 FPS. A 3-inch fully articulating touch-enabled rear screen can be used for tap to focus and shoot, as well as to review images and zoom in or out. If shooting video in 4K is a priority for you, you might want to check out the 4K options on the Canon EOS 5D Mark IV coming up later in the video. The EOS 90D also uses a 216-zone metering system that takes data from an RGB and infrared sensor and analyzes it for exposure and overall brightness, and then is adjusted for the frame. It does a great job whether your subject is in sunlight, shadow, or even backlit. If you're looking for a camera that is going to work great in almost any situation and is reasonably priced, the Canon 90D is going to be the camera for you. It's definitely not as good as something like the Nikon D850 or Canon 5D Mark IV we'll talk about later, but at less than half the price, it will deliver similar results for most people. Next up, the Nikon D850, our pick for best DSLR camera for photography. If you shoot a variety of subjects that cover everything from landscapes to portraits or even fast action subjects, there's no better DSLR for general photography than the Nikon D850. The 45.7 megapixel full-frame sensor captures the finest detail possible at a continuous shooting speed of 9 frames per second at full resolution. And with the light collecting elements being closer to the surface of the sensor, the BSI design delivers excellent low-light performance. The electronic shutter is a perfect solution for situations where mechanical noise would be frowned upon. With it enabled, you'll be able to shoot up to 6 frames per second at full resolution or at 30 frames per second at a resolution of 8 megapixels. This makes the D850 ideal for shooting in quiet areas or for situations like theatrical performances that are more on the serious side. Your shooting activities won't disturb anyone, and you'll always be able to get the shots you need. When shooting video, the D850 utilizes the full width of the sensor to capture 4K UHD video, and can even shoot 4K time-lapse clips and process them in camera, or 8K time-lapse clips using the silent interval timer. This camera is pretty light on power consumption too, so you can expect to get up to 1,840 shots at a full charge or up to 70 minutes of video. An electronic vibration reduction system helps reduce camera shake when shooting movies handheld, and there are ports for an external microphone and audio monitoring for shooting video. For the wireless transfer of images, the D850 uses Nikon's SnapBridge connectivity, using Bluetooth between the camera and your device, and has the option to transfer images as you shoot, which is a great convenience. The Nikon D850 is an excellent choice for general photography. It's packed with photographic features and backs these up with impressive performance, stunning image quality, and great battery life. Next up, the Canon 5D Mark IV, our pick for best DSLR camera for video. If you're looking for a new camera that can produce some of the best video you're going to find in a DSLR, and are willing to pay for it, the Canon 5D Mark IV is a standout in the world of video. The Canon EOS 5D is designed to appeal to a wide range of enthusiasts and professionals, and is one of a handful of DSLRs that has the capability to record good quality 4K video. At first glance, the 5D Mark IV looks almost the same as the older Mark III, and there's good reason for that. In a nutshell, Canon didn't want existing 5D users to have to relearn the new camera, so they decided to keep the transition as seamless as possible. The 30.4 megapixel full-frame CMOS sensor is highly effective in almost any lighting conditions and is backed up with both a Digic 6 and Digic 6 Plus processor. The Digic 6 is used solely for metering, freeing up the Digic 6 Plus to handle everything else, including the highly accurate 61-point autofocus system. Also check out the full-frame Canon EOS 6D Mark II coming up later in the video to see which would work better for you. The large 3.2-inch touchscreen display is active all the time, enabling menu navigation and image review on the fly. It also provides external microphone and headphone jacks for improved audio capture and monitoring, as well as HDMI mini out and USB 3.0 ports. For storage, the 5D Mark IV gives you dual SD and compact flash card slots that support fast UDMA 7 cards and features both Wi-Fi and NFC connectivity for transferring images to a compatible device. The 5D Mark IV features 4K video capture at 4096 by 2160 pixels with an aspect ratio of 1 to 1.85, rather than the standard UHD 4K format of 3860 by 2160 with a 16 by 9 aspect ratio. And individual frames from your 4K video can also be exported as new 8.8 million pixel still image files. Motion JPEG is the only file format available when shooting 4K, however, but choices increase when shooting in 1080p, including the ability to shoot at 120 frames per second for some truly impressive slow-motion shots. You can even use the EOS Utility Webcam Beta software for both Mac and Windows to transform the EOS 5D into a high-quality webcam. If you're looking for the best DSLR for shooting video, the Canon EOS 5D Mark IV is likely going to be that camera. It does cost significantly more than something like the 90D, and the difference might not jump off the page at first. But if you're a professional or aspiring professional looking for the best of the best within a DSLR, this is going to be it. If you're interested in updated pricing on any of the items mentioned in this video, be sure to check out the links below. Prices update on these products almost daily with sales and general price drops, so if you want to find the most updated information, check the description. If you find this video helpful, please help out the channel by giving this video a like and tell us which product caught your eye in the comments below. Next up, the Canon EOS Rebel T8i, our pick for best DSLR for beginners. The Canon EOS Rebel T8i is a solid DSLR that's perfect for beginners, hobbyists, and content creators, and it has a few features that are usually found in higher-end Canon cameras. This camera features easy-to-use controls and guides to help novice photographers when needed. It's small enough to fit comfortably in your hands, and its buttons are sensibly placed, allowing you to make quick and easy changes without disrupting your focus. The 3-inch LCD touchscreen gives you greater visual control when setting focus points, navigating menu settings, and reviewing images. The variable angle design of the touchscreen lets it flip out to the side and up and down, making it easier to get low-angle shots. The T8i is equipped with a 24.1 megapixel sensor that captures fine details and true-to-life rich colors. Whether you're shooting portraits, sports, landscapes, or just taking family shots, this camera will tackle it all. You won't miss a shot with the 45-point all-cross type autofocus. Even in average to mixed lighting conditions, the autofocus responds quickly and accurately when tracking fast-moving subjects. And eye detection autofocus is a feature that significantly helps maintain focus on your subject's eye if there is movement in the foreground and background, or if multiple people are in your shot. Not only does a T8i record video in crisp UHD 4K at up to 24 frames per second, its 16 by 9 vertical video output is perfect for vloggers and content creators who use popular social media platforms like Instagram's IGTV or Facebook Stories. The touchscreen LCD makes it easy to compose shots from odd angles, and the camera's digital image stabilization does a good job in minimizing camera shake for smoother footage. If you're new to photography or video and looking for a DSLR that's easy to use and makes it easy to get good results, the Canon EOS Rebel T8i is a solid choice. The T8i is ideal for shooting portraits, landscapes, or for capturing video. Lastly, the Canon EOS 6D Mark II. The EOS 6D Mark II is Canon's latest full-frame DSLR and is aimed at advanced amateur photographers, enthusiasts, and professionals who are looking for a second Canon DSLR body. Like the Canon 90D, it offers a solid middle ground in performance that both professionals and hobbyists can consider. The grip on the body of the 6D Mark II is well sculpted and ensures the camera fits very comfortably in your hand. Like the original EOS 6D, the EOS 6D Mark II is crafted from a mixture of aluminum alloy and polycarbonate with glass fiber, and while it doesn't have quite the same pro feel as the likes of the EOS 5D Mark IV, it still feels very solid. It's also nice to see that dust and moisture seals have been incorporated into the design, making it suitable for almost any environment. The 26.2 megapixel CMOS sensor offers good resolution, and the 45-point autofocus system performs well under a variety of lighting conditions, with subjects acquired swiftly and accurately in most cases. Also on board is Canon's 5-axis digital image stabilization for handheld video recording that's designed to work with video only, but not stills. Oddly, Canon has decided not to include 4K video capture on the 6D Mark II, instead limiting it to full HD with frame rates up to 60 FPS. That's an improvement on the 30 FPS offered by the EOS 6D, but the omission is a bit strange, especially when you consider that Canon has excelled at 4K video in the past. There is a 4K time-lapse option, however, which stitches images together into a 4K resolution video. If you're looking for a full-frame DSLR that's impressively user-friendly, the Canon EOS 6D Mark II is a very good choice. The 26-megapixel sensor offers solid performance and offers Canon's swift and accurate dual-pixel CMOS autofocus system to help you acquire your shots quickly and accurately. If you guys like this video or this video helped you, please give the video a like. Links to all the products mentioned are in the description below. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button to keep up to date on the latest and greatest in tech. Till next time, I'll see you guys later.